And welcome back everybody. This is Ranquist here, showing you a first-hand look at the beautiful mug. Of course, you love the way I look. How is everybody doing? This is episode number 13, and what a busy episode it's going to be for sure. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, hey, that doesn't look like your Roman village. Where am I? Well, this is my spawn house. Now, I was just sitting here relaxing on my couch, pressing my button. You know, ha, fire on, fire off, fire on. Yeah, pressing my button when all of a sudden I heard a really bad noises. Sorry about that. Yeah, and gosh darn it, I came up to my window and I said, what the heck just happened? Looking out. No, Eagle, did you behave yourself? I don't see anything white. No. Did the pumpkin roll off the mountain? No, it's still up there. What could it be? Boom. Holy crap. We had a meteor come and hit our mountain, and it just threw a hole through everything. It was infested in nether, and it was just crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. So I know that I haven't had a real chance to spotlight this guy, but we do have a new member, and it is Daily Banana. He is one of our German friends, and before I forget, I know, that I am terrible with ender pearls. I think I've killed myself a couple times using those, but boom. We have done that for the last couple of new members, and I'm bouncing off the walls here. Bouncing off the walls because I've got so much to show you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, how do I get down? Yeah, if I jump and then I get... okay, just okay. All right, so Daily Banana, how are you? My German friend, number 5, I think. There you go. Block of redstone. That is your welcome present. So this is his spawn home, of course, and it actually resembles what he's planning on doing from what I gather at his base. And that is building a Nethery crag. Yuck. Ooh, look at that. No, I don't have my silk touch. This is mossy grass. So yeah, you come in here and ooh, look at this. It's black and menacing, and then you look down there and it's oh good. Oh wait. I gotta be careful. Not on soul sand. Sneak boom all the way down to bedrock. I mean, he just built this entire thing, and it goes all the way down there, and it just looks awesome. Let's just be honest. And I'm not going down there. His actual house isn't down there. It's just a giant meteor hole or nether crag thing. And he seems to have caught a couple people in off guard. And if we look here, I don't know if you can see the name tag. No name tag. From what I gathered, this is Drac. He got caught in the nether blast, and now he's stuck in here as a zombie. Which, if for those of you that are actually subscribed to him, not me, and then you would notice. And then we've got these two guys. From what I gathered, this is Kibitz and the captain. They were also caught in the blast as well. So, this is his little home. And one thing we'd like to also highlight in this place is that we've got our first customers for Ranquist Cobble Co. Yes. Oh, look at that juicy green stone. He, in one of his last episodes, he said, go ahead, take the stone. Take it. You won't. Just leave him a little bit. So I'm going to take his stone, I'm going to bring it to my place, and, I'm going to use it, and it's going to be good. So that's just the first group. Thank you, Daily Banana, for the stone. It is greatly appreciated. I'm glad I could make it disappear for you. We've also had some people. I know Dro has been working in the community area, just trying to pretty it up. Before, in the last time we've been here, which is quite a while ago, we had, it was just crops around this little pond. So he's trying to pretty it up and, take one for the community. Now there is a new place that I'm going to take us, and it's very exciting. down this hallway. Boom, Kibbitz and the captain actually created this. This is to our little community mall, which is sweet. Ooh, and I don't know if I can, oh, I gotta inch around. I don't think that it's actually been shown yet. If it has, then, you know, great, and it'll definitely be shown. There's a building that's kind of diagonal behind me, right behind me this way. Yeah, not what I'm looking at, but what I'm not looking at, of course. So there is a building there. This has actually been put up by Daily Banana himself, and so he's got a shop. He a little bit rich for my blood, but he's got some neat stuff up there for sale, which is very cool, very cool. Silk touch. And you can pay right there. So let's inch out of this way. Don't look that way. All right, and we got the shop A. So yeah, Kibbitz and the captain did a fantastic job, in my opinion. You know, putting this all together, and you have you got little plots here for everybody to grab. So you got Moose's art shop coming soon. So he's got this plot right here. We've got Dro has claimed this plot. Nobody has claimed this plot, I think. And I'm going to only do this corner. Boom. Ranquist Cobble Co. and Ranquist Farm Goods. It's going to be a split double shop area. Maybe a little duplex. Oh, crap. Oh, and then this is a free spot. Nobody's claimed it yet. So we've got two different businesses. We've got our Cobble Co., which we've clearly doing pretty good business in. And we've got our farm goods. So in the last episode, we put up our farm, our wheat farm, and a little bit of a carrot farm. And so I figured if we're going to have so much wheat all over the place, and we're going to be planting and replanting, we might as well sell some of it. So I'm thinking maybe, you know, a stack of hay bales, or, you know, yeah, a stack of hay may go for a diamond rather than, you know, just a stack of wheat, because anybody can kind of do that. I think that would make it a little bit more appetizing. Plus we've got, you know, we're going to be getting some animals soon. We've got carrots, potatoes, so it'll be a food shop, and then, you know, it'll be the headquarters for Ranquist Cobble Company. And I'm keeping an eye out in the corner so you don't see what's in that corner there. And so we've got another mini plot here. I don't think it's been specifically taken. There's also the new location of the Jam Mart. So he is moving off the mountain over there and onto this platform here. And then we've also got AK9 has a little corner. Very cool. So again, I'm going to inch off the side. Yes. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cut that episode here because this is all we've got going on at Spawn. I'm going to take you back to our base where there has been so much going on. So I will see you in a second. All right, guys, and we are back. So I am not showing the front because I've done just a little bit of work kind of all over the place. This is, you know, a little bit of spruce up that I've been I've kind of wanted to do. And so as you can see, we've added a second layer to our seawalls, or our walls here, and I think it looks great. I love the contrast between the orange and the white. I tried originally to do the orange for a second row, and it just ended up just eating up the entire wall. Everything looked orange, and it wasn't right. So I ended up going to white, and I'm very happy that I did, which that's nice. I've also... Can I do good? Nah. I guess I'll take those. No, I don't need you. I've begun work on the mountain lake up here. And I think 2 episodes ago, I talked about having plans for, and this is obviously not, you know, really how it's going to look. It's just a way to get up. But yeah, I talked about having a little lake up here to kind of feed into the aqueduct, so that when we start getting ready to fill it, we'll be good to go. And so this is it. If you could remember, this was actually cut out here. Boop, boop. There was a giant outcropping, and you can kind of see exactly what I'm talking about here. All that was not filled in. So what's the plan going forward? Well, obviously the first plan is to fill, And this is honestly going to be the biggest pain in the butt, because in order to fill it properly, you got to fill it one layer at a time. So you got one, and then you got to fill this entire thing, make sure it's all source blocks, then go from here, and you got to get all the edges first, go in, and then hope that it all fills in, which it will eventually, as long as you get pretty much these little outcroppings first and foremost, and then you start filling in the big gaps, and you should be good. And then just go up and up and up, and then eventually we'll get to the point where we have a nice lake up here, and then this lake in itself will feed all the water into the town. And so nothing else has really been done up here. I haven't done anything with the aqueducts whatsoever, kinda. Uh, so yeah, so once we get that, I'll figure out a way to actually get it so that it channels into there. At least it looks like it does. And we've got the sun going down. And there's been a lot of work over in this area. And so we're going to head to our villa because it's Betty by time. Hopefully I get... pretty close. Not bad. The water's softened the blow. And so I actually ran into a slight problem when I was working this week, and then I ran out of dirt. Yes. It's people don't really think about it, but if you use a lot of dirt, you can run out of it. Especially, I think I had 2 double chests worth of dirt, one down in the mine, and then another in just various places. Like this entire chest was filled with dirt. It's now empty. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Ooh, give me you. Go back up here. Yeah, all these are empty, which is good, and part of that was filling in a lot of holes. And it wasn't that there was anything creeper struck, but there was a lot of little lakes and ponds throughout here. And my thought process behind it was, one, it's a pain in the butt to build on. So, this here took a couple stacks of dirt just to fill in low in this spot. And two, what's the point of having an aqueduct if you have a bunch of ponds all over the place to grab water from? And so the only pond that's actually left in this front area, as you can see, boom, all filled in, is these couple here. And it's because I just ran out of dirt. And then between running out of dirt and, wanting to just kind of do something else and having that video game ADD syndrome of myself, I decided to move on to other projects. But all this is eventually going to be leveled off. I think this is the bottom level of the city, at least as far as what I kind of want it to be. Maybe in a different section we can get different heights, but this height I actually really like. It's pretty close. It's right at sea level, which is really nice. Well, it's one above sea level, so you can get a little down. And what the reason being is because I like to actually have this footpath be at that same level of this grass here. And with you can't really do that if it's one below. You got to dig in more, and then there's ups and downs. But anyways, so yeah, this all still needs to be filled in, and from there, we can, move on a little bit forward. Now, the farmhouse itself is actually complete. I didn't work on the inside. Still isn't an interior. I think I'm going to try to phase that into a different time because there's honestly so much that I have to build to get this place ready, obviously. So I'm very happy with the outside. I put in the windows, and then one other thing that I did was I finished that outcropping, right? Boom. And I actually really like it. So I actually pushed it out one, covered the whole exterior with the acacia wood, and then brought that little outlet out so that you didn't see the clay in that little triangle there. And I honestly think it really looks good. It it makes the roof feel bigger. And you still get that same little jet out, and I'm very happy with it. And so, honestly, just by putting in the glass and finishing off the roof, there's honestly not much more to do on the building exterior, the exterior of the building, honestly, whatsoever. The only thing that we really need to get, going is building up this wheat farm, because again, as I mentioned before, I want the wheat farm to kind of engross this entire hill here. I think that it'll look really cool from a distance. And then another thing that we have to do, which again, I'm low on dirt, but we'll get there, is fill in this section. So this is kind of like the last section really to be filled in around this area. So it's all about in here. And then we'll be good to go to move on to different stuff. So, you saw the beginning, the workings of a new project that I'm working on. And it's kind of, it's, where, I don't want to trample. Dang it. Trampled. Where is, there. I got to work that a little bit. Oh, why did I jump? Ooh, that was safe. So all these sheep here, not a single one was bred. This is all spawned sheep. Yes, each and every single one of them. And there's still sheep way over there. There's a billion of them. It's crazy. I just grabbed one piece of wheat and lured it all in because they're a bunch of dummies, and use your dummy. Yeah, so these are all just from random generation, which is great because that means I don't have to worry about, too much with the sheep. But it's like I don't have any other cows nearby. I don't have much animals other than sheep. So eventually we're going to go on a cow hunt because I need some beef. A cow and a pig hunt, and so yeah, so this building, I'm gonna have some cows in here aesthetically. I think I'm almost positive, so that we can get some milk and kind of just keep it going as a farm. But then we've got this building that is a work in progress. I actually just started it today. As you can see the outline. It's a very long building, but it's actually going to be a barn / stable. And the purpose of this, I think that I'm actually going to use it to house sheep, more sheep and cows, and possibly a couple horses, maybe. I don't know. So we're going to have that. And then, eventually need to put a pig pen as well. So I don't know where that's going to go, but definitely sheep. And I'm thinking that I was going to have 4 colors per little pen. So the sheep could go, 1, 2, 3, 4. They can fill in here, right? And then we can have the white be a whole by itself. And then we could have cows and pigs and horses and, supplies in one of those over here. So this build is going to take a little bit. I've got plenty of resources. I actually, throughout the week, I did a ton of grinding of things, and I stopped over at our clay farm, our very own clay farm, and I actually dug out a huge chunk of at least the front yard area, and I brought down one of the mountain areas. So I have an ender chest full of clay, which is nice. So we'll build up that, and I'm kind of stuck based off of these upper scale farm locations to using this white stained clay, and that's because honestly these are big farms. This is supposed to feed the entire city, so these people are going to be one of the more wealthier elite people, and it was not very uncommon for people to really praise the farmers because they were the ones that supplied everybody with food, and honestly you couldn't live or raise an army without them. So these are very wealthy people. As you can see, they have a huge villa here. There's a barn here, which is it's actually going to be a multi-level barn, and it's not going to look it's going to be a Roman style barn. So it actually looks like this. Instead of, so we've got, if we imagine the interior, we've got the barns here, we've got the center path here, and another set of, stables here, and then there's a second floor that goes right over the top, and of course we've got our acacia style roof, which we're still loving. But anyway, so eventually I want to get to the point where we can use some different materials. So the less wealthier businesses / homes will not be using white stained clay. They will not be as pristine, and they may not even have slanted roofs, to be honest. So we will see from there. But this has been quite an accomplishment. Especially just flattening out this area, and honestly, it needed to be done. So yeah, I'm going to keep working on this guy, and I'm going to look to see how long we are in the recording real quick. All right, so we are coming up a little bit long. I know the last episode was a little bit long. We pushed towards the 30-minute mark. I had a lot to talk about, and we don't need to keep talking about it because, you just watched the last episode. So yeah, so I'm going to end this episode here, and I'm very excited because, I got a lot accomplished this week, and, it's a lot of little victories, right? You got to revel the little stuff, to really appreciate the big stuff. So I was very proud about leveling this place off, the front area. getting, that walkway done. And, I've just done a ton of... Ooh. Actually, I lied. I am not going to end the episode here. There is one more thing to do. But anyways, yes, the little stuff. It's all important. And honestly, it's usually the little stuff that really makes it takes your build from, ooh, I'm going to be swimming, from, something okay to something great. Especially with with these little details coming along. So, right off the bat, honestly, I really love, again, just looking at this and, making it flow. I really love this second stage. It adds, a lot of height and depth to the wall that really wasn't there. So yeah, let's move around. And the last thing that we got to look at, I did a little bit of housekeeping down here in the mine too, and it is very necessary. So I've come up with a second ulterior plan. The Roman city is obviously going to be the highlight of the build of my base, but it's a lot of pretty things, which is important to me. But we need some functional things, and of course, it's okay, Brindy Low. Thank you for fixing it. We've got some chickens again. Yum. Take some more. So this down here, I'm actually going to make as a functional base. And so I've started, obviously, I've got these with item frames. So we can look at some yummy stuff, of course. And blocks of diamonds. And there's a lot of the stained clay that we're going to be using. Very cool. But then we go back here, and I didn't really use... I had some stuff back here, but I've really started to bulk this place up. And, of course, there's a little cave. We've got to be careful. Did I see a creeper? Yeah, oh, a little slime guy. Little slime, it's a slime farm. Oh, cute guy. Oh, thank you. Oh, die. Anyways, so we're actually going to really beef up down here and utilize it properly, right? So if you remember before, we had just a couple of rows of this, and it's called netherwart, of the netherwart, and it actually came over to here, and so I eliminated this here so that we can get like a path, and I also eliminated the reed farm here, or the sugar cane, because I'm going to just relocate it to a different bay. So there's going to be a bay for each crop. Ooh. And sorry about that. All right, so yes, so the last thing to do, this is going to be a pretty long hallway all the way down. I'm not 100% sure if I've decided on whether or not I'm going to have multiple levels, but the base plan is to go all the way down. Each bay will have a different crop or item to be farmed, whether it's trees, netherwort, or food, and it'll be just the quick and dirty way to do it. We've got some good storage down here. Not sure what that's going to do, but yeah, that's about it. And then also I've, kind of gone up here, worked on the abandoned mine shaft a little bit more, and that's about it. So yeah, there's a lot that happened. And the last thing that I did was I helped the server quite a bit. I went through and I did a lot of caving, and you guys don't really watch the kind of caving that I did. I honestly barely even mined any resources. The big thing that I was looking for was I was hunting for egged zombies, of course. We know the plague of the egg and the chickens. So yeah, I went through and I think I killed probably about 100 or so zombies with eggs. There was just pockets and pockets of them all over the place. So yeah, so it was a very good accomplishment. Plus, we lit up a lot of the area, which means when we start to work on our mob farm, it will be a lot more efficient than when I did it before. So again, that's gonna do it, guys, for real this time. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.